Hello, good evening, or whenever you come across this, and welcome to the Daily Oracle Pull. Tonight, we are going to be getting cards from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. We're going to get a card from the Daily Crystal Inspiration. We're going to get something from the Super Attractor deck, the Messages of Cosmic, and the Angel Numbers. So I just prayed over everything and shuffled them all up. What energy are we working with today for the collective? What message do we need to hear for our best and highest good? What are we working with today? Please and thank you for our best and highest good. Daily Oracle message. Ooh, there they are. They flipped over. Okay, is that one? Okay, I think I got... Oh, there's quite a lot in here. I'm not taking all of these. Okay, but I will take the first three. Okay, 41, our first card out to 12. So we've got 5, 3, and 8. Lots of changes happening. Additions. Wow. Journeys coming. So, okay, 41, bring it into form. The artwork, right? It's just gorgeous. Look how you can see through her skin. It's translucent. You can see the anatomy that's going on inside her bones. Fireflies coming up from each step that she takes, those geometric patterns. Every thought we have, every move we make, every word we speak, it has an energetic pattern. And it's adding to the collective energy. Every thought that we have towards another, whether or not they know it in the here and now, it is adding to their energy, and vice versa. We are all so connected. So what we're bringing into form right now with this 5 energy, bouncing back, lots of big changes, being led by spirit. When I see this footprint here, it reminds me of that Footprints poem about when my life got the hardest and there was only one set of footprints, and Jesus says, they ask, why did you leave me? And Jesus says, I didn't, I carried you. It's pretty profound, right? Spirit with us every step of the way. We really are changing, and in a divine way, like super led by spirit. All of these fireflies lighting up your way. Fireflies are a good omen for positive changes coming into our life. It's fascinating too, because not only are these like ripples and these webs that are being created, these spirals of communication with spirit, they're happening on the ground, but then they're also happening all around us. You can see the twinkling patterns even in her bones. It's like born within us. Nature and nurture, fate and destiny. These contracts that we come into this lifetime with, while there is a plan, there's still free choice, free will. And man, you are being led by spirit. These these webs that are weaving there, they're weaving in front of you. It's like these fireflies are lighting up your way. They're helping usher you along this path that you're leading. And okay, because she's standing in water, excuse me, you're also being informed and led by your intuition, your emotions, going through all of the gambit of emotions and understanding why you stand where you do right now. It's propelling you forward. And the next card that we have out, this 12 with the 3, the first number into spirit, expansion, 369. 12 also, that pi, the 12 zodiac signs rotating in the heavens. Every journey starts with a single step. And this first card out is showing that singular first step into the future. Wow. I gotta show you this. Do I have to cover her? I'll cover her chest. Our naked self into the world. Look at those butterflies. It's like, wow. In this card here, we've got all of the fireflies. And then over here, they've transformed into butterflies. I know they're different. They're different beings, but they have the same color. They have the same sort of patterns. This is showing, wow. Can you see that? The way that that Taurus energy is coming straight from her heart and it's going right around her. That is your auric field that's expanding. The oranges down below into the greens and the blues, into the purples of the head, which is a totally different sphere that's going on up there. It's like a halo energy directly linked in. And I don't know, they could be butterflies or they could be fireflies that are up there by her hair. Are connectors to spirit. Journeys ahead, inward journeys and outward journeys. Oh, what was that? What was that book I narrated? Journeys. It started with the word journeys. So good, so life-changing. Might be astral traveling, understanding that realm in a new way, maybe understanding new dimensions in new ways, and also literally making physical changes, possibly moving to new destinations, or just taking those first steps into new goals and endeavors. This expanding, it's like expansion all over the place here. Like your aura is resonating and it's surrounding you and it's bumping up into everyone else. I started to see almost like numbers up in here. It looks like math and scribbles of some genius. Oh, this is the day of relativity too. Albert Einstein was born on this day. Could it be his scribbles? Likelier it's your scribbles though. It's the way your mind thinks. But just on that same sort of genius level, that creativity, daring to have thoughts and experiments into the unknown, even if it's unpopular. We read a bit about that this morning in the Morning of the Magicians. It was just so juicy. So every journey starts with a single step. And a lot of times it's the hardest step. But we just keep plodding ahead, one step, 1 foot in front of the other. Spirit is here to guide you. And you're being reminded of what a spiritual being that you are, that you're already in alignment. I mean, okay, so kind of a slippery slope, what I'm saying right now. I guess what the meat of the impression that I'm getting with this is that spirit is with you, and that is what is in alignment. It doesn't mean that there's not work to be done. It doesn't mean that there aren't lessons to be learned or emotions to sort through. It means that you are becoming in alignment with spirit, and those things are straightening out. She's standing there so straight with her head gazing up to the sky, to spirit, linked in. Keep making those moves. This death and rebirth is happening. You are transforming. It's the end of the cycle. Wow. Check this out. So the next card then is the 26 card for abundance. So where you're headed is going to be a very abundant energy. You will have the discipline to do it. And you will be able to see the balance that's held within what you're doing. Finding a new balance in your life even. Being able to juggle in a productive way all of the things that we are incorporating into our life. There will be things that will take the front seat, and as it should, things that you're really focusing on. But everything else is going to fall into line when you start leading from your heart, leading from this source, this spirit, this higher voice, this source energy. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Now it looks like those fireflies have transformed, and they're creating this spherical, spiraling geometric pattern around you, like you are being held and encompassed by spirit, that you are really in direct connection, and you are rooted, like you're growing straight out of that spiritual energy. You can find your way to this sense of being held like that when you spend more time outside, when you really do get down to the naked truth of who you are and why you are where you are. And when you ask the questions about being close with spirit and asking for spirit to guide you, and you make it a daily practice, that you charge yourself up with prayer and meditation, that it will come to you, that you will receive this broadcaster and receiver energy, always in constant communication. Our hair is a part of that, but I've said this before, our bodies are these barometers, and we are made of this nature. We are nature. And it is a complex thing. We have this ability for thought about thought, and thank goodness for it. I do wonder if some animals do that. I bet there are some, but that's not what they teach us. So relax the hold of the darkness. It's like that letting go of the things that we're holding ourselves, tied to: relationships, guilt, shame, routines, patterns, all the things that no longer serve us. If we're holding on to it in this darkness, in this space of fear, in this space of lack, it is keeping us from that true connection with spirit, that we are these abundant, huge, vast souls that are walking through this lifetime in this earth school, assimilating knowledge, sharing knowledge, and our energies that are just radiating out across the land. It's a lot to behold, and it's so much bigger than we really even possibly have the capability of comprehending while we're here. But even just scratching the surface and remaining close with God and Goddess, it will bring it more to the forefront of your life and these journeys that you're going to be taking. They will be passionately led with a wholeness, with a joy, with a kindness, with a reverence, with a genuine nature, this stepping into your own life, being of it, and being a vessel for what comes into this now moment. What is your cause? What was that I read? Find something that you would die for and then live for it. What do you feel passionate about? We are on this journey, and spirit is with you every sense of the way. I feel called again to just remind you of what a spiritual being that you are, and that you are so uniquely special. And I am very grateful for you that we are all holding this collective energy together. There is a thing that we come here to do, and it's very important. You are very important. Just know that. And I feel overwhelmed by the sense of your vastness right now. I feel like we don't even really know what it is that we're here doing, but we maybe have glimpses of it. And being in contact with spirit this way and building that relationship with spirit, it's going to bring you closer to your true joy, your true purpose. And it is such a divine path, and you are really being called to it at this time, to take those steps and make those moves, one breath at a time. Wow, such big energy, like the lighting up. really the darkness not having such a grasp on us, there's always balance. There always will be the light and the dark. There is homeostasis within that. But there's also the ability to ride the waves of life. And then when we encounter the darkness inside of us and outside of us, we are more able to ride those waves and be protected by spirit through it. And sometimes the protection, it feels like heartbreak or losing jobs, and it feels like we're out of control or overwhelming emotions. The more we have this connection with spirit, the easier that those phases will flow in and out of our lives and bring us to that next thing that we're learning, that next passionate step that we're taking. What crystal could we work with? Woo! Amethyst! Beauteous! Oh my gosh. Trust your intuition. Love it. Trust your intuition. How sparkly, right? Love amethyst. They say too, if you put amethyst in your potted plants or out in your garden, that it will help them grow more strongly. I can't imagine that there are many stones, maybe black stones you wouldn't want to put into the earth. Sorry, those are just some, or not sorry, I got off on a tangent there in my head. Anyhow, there's lots of stones that can help our plants grow, but amethyst is one of them. So trust your intuition. Beautiful. This one's going to be right at the front. Let's figure it out. Amethyst. Intuition can speak louder than words. Ultimately, all the answers lie within you. Know that you can trust yourself. We were just talking about this. This is awesome. Dustin, such an awesome man. Similar to a gut instinct, your intuition allows you to connect with your inner knowing. You understand yourself better than anyone else does. Intellect and logic are useful, but sometimes overthinking or overanalyzing can hold us back. Tap into your inner wisdom and acknowledge that your intuitive self or acknowledge what your intuitive self is telling you. Don't let outside voices talk you out of doing what you know is best for you. Let your inner voice speak for itself. Oh my goodness. Okay, so core questions. When confronting a problem, do you most often follow what others tell you? What head tells you? Shoot, I'm starting again. When confronting a problem, what you most often, third time's a charm. When confronting a problem, do you most often follow what others tell you, what your head tells you, or what your intuition tells you? Looking back, were there times when you wish you would have listened more to your gut instinct? That's a great question. Crystal action. Affirm saying, I trust my intuition. Today, make a decision without using your conscious reasoning. It can be something as simple as ordering food. Simply allow your inner wisdom to decide. I love that. Okay, so we're going to just very briefly consult the Book of Stones, Who They Are and What They Teach Us by Robert Sims and Naisha Ossian for some amethyst. Amethyst. Keywords: protection, purification, divine connection, release of addictions. Element is wind. Chakras are the third eye, the sixth, the crown, the seventh, and then the etheric, the eighth and beyond, above the head. Wow. Okay, so amethyst has been prized for its beauty and its legendary energies for thousands of years. Neolithic people in Europe used it at least as early as 25,000 BC. And in ancient Egypt, it was made into beads and amulets. Early Greek and Roman societies placed high value on amethyst, and it has long been viewed as a stone of royalty, utilized in crowns, scepters, and the rings of bishops. Amethyst is said to have been the 9th stone in the breastplate of the high priest of Israel, and one of 10 stones upon which the names of the tribes of Israel were engraved. Amethyst's name comes from a Greek word meaning not drunken, and an ancient Greek myth explains its derivation. I'm not going to go into it, but it's really juicy. It's about Bacchus. Check out this amethyst right here. Holy majoli. What? Okay, so it is interesting to see how many of the spiritual properties attributed to amethyst in past centuries are similar to those which have been intuitively discovered in recent years. Indeed, it is appropriate to view amethyst as a stone of spiritual protection and purification. It can be an aid to curbing overindulgence and giving up bad habits. This is great, dude. Moving into the new ways. Let's see here. Oh, Saint Germain's stories. You may remember the legendary violet flame of spiritual purification, which readers and disciples were urged to call upon to purge themselves of karmic baggage or illness, and to protect themselves from psychic attack. This is a direct analog of the subtle vibration field emanated by amethyst, and it can assist one in connecting with this beneficial energy. Wow. Okay, so let's get to let's see here. Spiritually, amethyst facilitates meditation and engenders communication and communion with one's guides and angels. It assists one in surrendering to the divine and assuming one's spiritual power as a creation of that divine being. It opens and clears the third eye and crown chakras, which in turn accelerates the development of intuitive and psychic abilities. Emotionally, amethyst can help one identify the root causes behind behavior, habits, and emotional patterns which create imbalance and disease. This powerful ally assists one in recognizing one's response space ability, as a spiritual being having a physical experience. It can help those who are prone to disassociation or playing victim to recognize their inherent power and their ability to align their physical reality with their spiritual purpose. Yes! Amethyst is helpful for those who do not feel that they are native to the earth plane, or who experience a contrast longing for a home or in other worlds, or a home on other worlds, systems, or dimensions. Physically, amethyst has traditionally been used to counter addictive behavior and thought patterns. It lends clarity of mind and makes it more difficult for alcohol, drugs, and other addictions to alter one's mood. It helps balance the nervous system and the brain. It can be used to help with symptoms of tinnitus, nerve disorders, or brain imbalances. Amethyst's energy also supports oxygenation in the blood, helping to improve the body's assimilation of oxygen and the elimination of waste gases, especially when in combination with other high iron content stones, such as hematite or magnetite. The affirmation of this stone is, I am purified, uplifted, and protected through my connection with the divine. That purple wisdom. Man, I'm so thankful we read that. There was so much more juicy knowledge in here. Wow. Okay, last messages of the day. Let's get a card from Super Attractor. What are we attracting into our lives? These changes, these new steps we're taking, the vastness of our souls inside in this earth school. Here we go. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Man, coming from that heart space, concentric circles. Oh my goodness. It's like Atlantis energy, star power energy. Oh, like a green eye too. Irish. Made me think of Irish. I got a lot of Irish blood in me. Wow, getting to the heart of a matter. like a bullseye here, and grounding, rooting, being in connection with the earth. When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. Oh, you know what too? When I just said that green eye, it gave me that sense of that greediness, that we don't need that what is planned for us is divinely for us. And we just have to make the steps. Wow. Plus what we just read about dropping away the need to rely on substances. The universe has a plan. We can trust it. Our spiritual connection that we're cultivating is so important for these paths ahead. Get outside. All right, let's get an angel number to help us with this. What angel number could we work with to help us with these coming new phases? 1144. Nice. High vibes. Divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, and higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. Boom! This bodes so well for all of us. We are vibing high. This is awesome too, because I've been seeing the 1144 sync like that for the last 3 weeks a lot. High vibes. Oh my gosh, what's coming to life? It's so exciting. Fated events. Wow, we just got to keep doing it, man. One day at a time, one step at a time. All right, last messages of the day, please and thank you for our best and highest good. I'm so excited I can't even speak. Woo! That's a big old stack. Let's just take the top 3. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. Cosmic changes here. Wow. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. We don't need it. Do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in your life. Ooh, let those energy centers just open up and cultivate that connection to spirit. Time in prayer, time in meditation, time in awareness of our thoughts. What kind of reboot do your thoughts possibly need? What kind of, how do you talk to yourself, right? Focus on the good in your life. A little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. Ooh, I've never seen this one yet. A little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. Oh, man, like a vortex of energy being swirled. Oh, man, it's like spirit swirling and talking to us. That almost looks like an eagle that's perched right there. I think it's actually a rock or a stone. Oh, this is similar to that dream I had a couple of nights ago. The rock climbing dream. Oh, wait, those are kind of clouds too, aren't they? I guess it could go both ways. Man, trust in the universe. The universe has our back. I'm so excited for our futures. In all the phases that come and go. Yeah. All right, y'alls. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you spending this time with me. And I thank you to my friends and family. I thank you to YouTube and StreamYard. And above all, I thank you so much to God. I thank you to Goddess, to the spirit guides and the guardian angels that are helping us every breath of our life. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much.